Hello and welcome to episode 31 of Breaking the Mould. In today's episode we are going to see if we can turn around our fortunes after a poor start to the season. We'll be facing Werder Bremen in the Bundesliga and SC Braga in our first game in the Champions League group stages. Hope you enjoyed the new intro. I wanted to try and bring it away from the game a little bit, so the intro and the outro are going to be a separate entity these days. Right. All we're going to concentrate on during the videos now are the Football Manager stuff, the important bits. Let's just get into this. So, team selection-wise, for the Werder Bremen game, Dragowski in nets. Pereira looks like he needs a rest. He must just be coming back from injury, so Miura can make his debut there. I think... yeah, Pereira's on bench, so that's good. Upamecano and Konate in the central defence. I have brought in another centre-back. Javier Montero has come in just before the transfer deadline, just so we can get in, have a look at this. I also brought in Michael Kouame, who is a striker, because Yusuf Poulsen's gone out. So I brought in a young up-and-coming. He could play left wing, he could play up front, so we've got options there with him. Back to the squad selection. Right. So squad's a bit bigger, a bit more depth. We were sort of getting thin on the numbers before. I think Almendra's getting that position, and then Timo Werner's got an injury for up to 8 days. Fabio Silva can get a start, I think, which means Kouame gets his chance on the bench, and Thilo Kehrer can go on the substitutes bench as well. In fact, I may play him in the place of Konate, just because, well, he's slightly better. We'll probably give Montero some rotation games as well, just so he gets some game time. Teams are warming up, it's taking some time, they must be really, really cold. Anybody in the Werder Bremen team that looks like I need to be worried? Not really. Pick up where you left off. Oh yeah, I haven't actually shown you the game that we had off camera, have I? Ag. Quick. Right, game. I don't know why I've just clicked on my name. Right, fixture schedule. We beat Fortuna Dusseldorf 5-0. Did I do that? Honestly, it's that long since I recorded, I can't remember what I showed you in the previous video. I think I showed you those 2 games, didn't I? So you've not missed anything. Fair play. Because I think we did the Champions League draw, so those 2 games were either side of the Champions League draw. We need to get some results on the board now as well. We managed to go all the way through last season till the last couple of games when Bayern beat us without losing a match, yet we're 4 games in and we've already lost 1. In fact, we were 2 games in when we lost 1. So we drew his first game against Köln, and then we lost to Borussia. This is the first real highlight of the game as well, 30 minutes in. And it's Werder Bremen that's coming forward. It's a good tackle from Upamecano, but Sargent's finished that well. And we're on the wrong side of a defeat at the moment. Things are not looking good, and I don't know what needs to happen to fix it. Haaland's equalised. Come from nothing, really. But, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I can do to turn things around a bit here. Oh, the throw-in's got straight through and Bracalo's managed to tap it in. It's putting it down as an own goal, so it must have had a bit of a deflection when Bracalo hit it. But that's 2 goals from absolutely nothing, really. 2 throw-ins. Things are going well, but you're capable of even better. Defence. Let's go. Yeah, that got him going. Yep. There we go. Some green. That's what we need. I'm going to try some things with those team talks, because normally I just go with assistant and it doesn't always have an effect. And at the minute, with the results going the way they are, we need to be having an effect. Pulisic on the edge of the box. It's blocked well. Although he went down early, I don't know why Pulisic didn't try to take it round him or lift it over him. Mura's been tackled. Pulisic just run into a dead end, and now Fulkrug's through. It's an easy save from Dragowski, but he probably should have held on to it. I'm hearing that there's a beta release that's out at the minute where they're testing new match engine things for like one-on-ones and things, which needed doing because one-on-ones were terrible. But I don't think I've installed it yet, because I think it's still just in beta phase. But that'd be nice to see. I don't think he should have had a shot there. I think he should have crossed that. Let's have a look. Carlo's very, very tired. Haaland's not exactly 100% either. And the performances of the team is very average. Almendra, Luis. Just why not just cross it sooner? Sargent, put that wide, thank God. That would have been really upsetting if they'd have scored from what should have really been an attempt for us. Tackle him. Oh, Mura with a diving header defensively. What a guy. And now Silva's coming forward. Good ball to Kwame. Get it in. He tried. He tried to get it across. We might just have to settle for the 2-1 here. We're not smashing teams like we were last season. Upamecano's injured. That's not ideal, is it? Bella Kotchap, I think. If it were earlier in game, I'd have probably give Kanate the nod, but a few minutes left, we might as well give Kotchap an appearance. Well, the first game in our group has gone in Roma's favour. They've won 1-0 against Valencia, so we've got... Well, we haven't really got it all to do, we've just got to do something, really. Kanate can start in Upamecano's place, now he's injured. So look, Montero can go on the bench. Candido is not registered. Neither is Santiago, unfortunately. Am I happy with that bench? I'm not happy with this. What's going off here? He needs a fitness test. It looks like I'm starting this game with neither of my two favoured strikers. Fabio Silva plays better as an advanced forward, so let's at least do that way around. This could be interesting. Both of my first choice strikers are injured. Could probably risk them, but why would you? I expect nothing but a win. We should really be beating Braga, you would think, wouldn't you? I don't know why this has changed. I did get rid of that, but apparently they decided to just reset themselves. Mura, Kwame is in his first start. 12 minutes in. And he would be a good backup option as a striker, that young lad. That's what we wanted to see. That's not done what I wanted it to do. I want to be able to see the body language. Bracalo. Fabio Silva's just headed it wide. It'd be nice if they both got on a score sheet. Puts a second in the group at the minute. Bracalo. Luis. Again. It's in. Silva. Oh, we've got a new strike partnership, fellas. Come on, get in. 2-0. There we go. Now we're Stopper's group. Haha. Bracalo. Pulisic. Luis. Kanate. We're going backwards, boys. Mura's headed it on. Mura's got it back. He looks really small at Mura. Kanate looks large. Pulisic is quite short as well. He's done well there, Mura. Fair play to him. It's unlucky for Fabio trying to get it across. They are defending like every man back. Go on! Bracalo's there, apply the finish. 3-0 up, 35 minutes gone. You would think this game's won, unless we absolutely collapse in the second half. Fabio Vieira. It's headed wide, we're fine, don't worry about it. A couple of players doing well. Bracalo's looking unfit again. I don't know what's going off here. But I think we've been 3-0 up. I think he can come off. Let's give Fernando a run out. Don't really want to risk him getting injured. Fernando, good ball. Kouame gets his second. Oh, he's offside. It's a shame. Manu are losing to Genk. And they've been down to 10 men for 89 minutes. Or they will have been. That's a bit of a danger ball, isn't it? Just pass it a yard when there's players around you. Pulisic can get it in. Luis meets it at the back post. I think he was trying to get it back across the line. Where are we? I might have a look at some more substitutions. Nobody's looking particularly unfit. Miura's got 2 assists. It's going to be tough for Pereira to get back inside. My bench is weak. Dembele can come on. Let him have half an hour. Hopefully now this is the turnaround of our fortunes. Because things weren't going fantastically well. Ooh, Dembele's having a pop. It's been a slow start to the season. But I'm hoping now this is the where we start to get going again. I mean, last year we came out of blocks firing and we did really well. Let's give Montero his debut. Yeah, last season we were basically undefeatable until we got to latter stages at Champions League, and then we got embarrassed. But in the league, it weren't until I started resting players for the Champions League that we lost the game. So I just expected that to carry on this season. The start's been sluggish, to say the least. With a draw and a defeat in his first 2 games in the league, which has now put us behind. It's only 3 points because Bayern have just drawn 0-0 in their league game. So it's only 3 points behind, but I was hoping that we'd be on a par with them, at least. But I suppose this is how it goes sometimes. You've seen teams have bad starts in real world football and then they turn it around because they just hit a good bit of form and everyone else burns out. So we'll have to see what happens with that. We'll just keep his eye on it, not get too worried too soon. Luis, too easy for grief. Or Grelf. Can't see if that's an I or an L. Rashid has gone out for a throw-in. He wants to come back on. This has been a fairly straightforward win. A goal each for his new strike partners, which is nice to see. Both youngsters getting on the score sheet. Miura's had a good game, setting up both goals. Can't really complain with the way this has gone, especially away from home as well. So all in all, a good end to the episode, I think. Especially with how the last episode went. Appreciate your efforts, lads. Well done. There we go. So who have we got coming up? We have got, we're 8th in league at the minute. So we've got Freiburg, Wolfsburg and then Valencia coming up. So I hope you've enjoyed that episode. We'll come back for the Wolfsburg and Valencia games. I'll play Freiburg off camera and we'll review that one in the next episode. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, please do leave a like down below. That's what gets these videos recognised because of the whole YouTube algorithm and everything. And please do subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications to keep up to date for some more FM20 content.